This week on the Daily Movie Critics channel, it is Science Fiction Week, so here we go.
Robotic human surrogates combine the durability of a machine with the grace and beauty of the human body. With most people living their lives through their surrogate selves, our world has become a safer place. Take a seat in your STEM chair, and just with the power of your mind, you can control your surrogate and send it out into the real world.
What an amazing movie. I know you're supposed to save your opinion for later on in the review, but I gotta say, this movie was absolutely amazing. By far my favorite movie of September 2009. Probably one of my favorites of, probably top 5 favorites in 2009. This movie takes place, if not in the present, then definitely in the very near future. Definitely before the year 2020, because at the beginning of the movie it's going 11 years ago, 7 years ago, stuff like that, and it builds up to now, or the present time of the movie. And what this movie is about is everyone in the world is basically living through a surrogate. I think they said 98% of the population lives through a surrogate. What a surrogate is basically your ideal self, and you can go out into the world. Like, it doesn't have to look exactly like you. It can be a better version of you. You can be completely different. Like, there's fat guys who make their surrogate really hot, like a hot blonde, and go out into the world like that. But it's you can basically choose how you want your surrogate to look. So the world lives through that, and it's made the world completely like almost 100% safer. Crime is down several percent, and so the world is a lot safer. So with these surrogates, no one seems to be getting hurt. But then the first murder occurs in several years. They don't say when, but it's the first homicide in quite a while. And so Bruce Willis' character is an FBI agent, so he's assigned to the case, and he needs to try and figure out what happened, because the operator of the surrogate also died, which is completely unusual, and it's not supposed to happen, and they need to figure out why. So that's what the movie's about in that sense. And during the movie, it's about halfway through. They show it happen in the trailer, so I'm not giving anything away. About halfway through the movie, Bruce Willis loses his surrogate, and they can't reissue him another one, so he needs to go along the rest of the movie as himself. So he has to kind of be careful and learn to live as himself instead of living through his surrogate as he has for several years ever since they came out with them. So that is the plot of the movie. There's not much more to tell, or else I'll give it away. People live through their surrogates, live through the robots to make their lives better. That's about it. I was thinking about it. I was thinking about it through the movie. I was looking for something bad about the movie. I was on my drive home. I was thinking about it. I was discussing with my girlfriend. We could not figure out something bad about this movie. I've watched a couple other reviews, and they had bad things to say, like the acting and stuff, but I just thought this movie was awesome. I took notes. I brought a notepad to the movie theater, and I wrote in the dark. Can you see that? That's my writing in the dark. But I got a few notes, so I need to make sure I cover them. The movie starts off with a wealthy kid. You can tell he's wealthy. He's wearing a tuxedo and everything. He's supposed to be going to opera. He hits up a club. First thing I noticed was that it kind of looked animated. Not animated like The Simpsons or Family Guy like that. It like animated like Beowulf was, where it's supposed to look like it's real, but it's pretty animated, and you can tell it's computer animated. So that was one thing I noticed. The second thing I noticed right off the bat is one of the first scenes is in a dance club. The actors and actresses did a really good job at what they were doing, because you could tell they were robots. They didn't really have much rhythm when they were dancing, so you can tell because they were like kind of like going up and down. I can't explain. I'm not going to dance for you either. So just try and picture that as robots dancing. So the actors and actresses did a super job with that part of the acting. Did I just repeat some words? I think I did. This movie was classified as action, sci-fi, and thriller. But this movie had so many more elements to that. There was plenty of action scenes, definitely plenty. There was a lot of that science fiction stuff where you have to think about what's going on. There's plenty of that. And they threw in humor, which I thought was awesome. I always love going to see a movie that is kind of a drama or an action movie, and they throw in comedy, because that's the kind of movie I like, but they throw in a bit of comedy. Comedy's definitely my favorite kind of genre. That's not important, but I definitely like the way that they had tons of different elements of different genres thrown in. There's truthfully nothing I can say that is bad about this movie. I'm sure there's some people that say the acting wasn't great, but the twist at the end was good. and you don't see it coming, and it just, I can't think of anything bad to say. So if you're gonna go to a movie, say tomorrow or tonight or next week, hit up Surrogates. There's plenty of movies coming out in October 2009, but this one is definitely one you need to see in theaters. It's really good with the surround sound and everything. Unless you have like an amazing home theater, definitely go check this one out in the theaters, because the huge screen does a lot for the action, and it is really awesome. Speaking of which, I just want to bring up a point of another channel I'm part of. It's basically it was supposed to be me and some of my friends, like not people over the internet like the Daily Movie Critics is, but I have this other channel called Serious But Not Really. A lot of the people who are subscribed to my main channel, Cisco182, probably know what this is. It's a channel that I started a couple months ago, where we'll do skits, I'll do some rants, and I also do some movie things on there. At the beginning of every month, I do the must-see movies of the month. So what's today's date? Today's the 27th. So in about 2 or 3 days, I'm going to be posting a video on that channel, which is the must-see movies of October 2009. So if you are big into movies, like I am, go check that one out. Also on my Cisco182 channel, I do daily videos. I'm one of those people who carries a camera around with me everywhere. I hold it up in front of me, I talk to it, I do that kind of thing. So if you like seeing me, you can't really blame me. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not that arrogant. But I'm not that arrogant. But definitely check both those channels out if you are into those kind of things. Like if you're into movies, check out Serious But Not Really. Check it out anyways, even if you're not. Check out my main channel, Cisco182. I post daily videos. Sometimes they range from being a couple minutes long to 10 minutes long. I know sometimes that can be a bit much. But anyways, that's about it for me this week. We have a full week of science fiction movies because Simon, Leia, Ivan, and Manny are all doing science fiction movies this week. I'm not sure what movies they're doing, but I know that everyone is pumped to do it. Everyone is excited to bring you the science fiction movies. We have some good movies. I know of a couple of the ones they're doing. Ivan's doing a good one. He's doing a movie that I really like. It's a kind of a newer movie. You may or may not have heard of it, but I'm excited for that one because that's another good movie. We've got a fun-filled week, so make sure you come back every single day, Monday through Friday. Check them out. Thanks for watching, and well, I'm Cisco182, Aiden, whatever you want to call me. I definitely recommend Surrogates. Hit it up. Sorry this video was a little bit long. I kind of tend to go on and on, especially when I'm talking about stuff that has nothing to do with the movie. That's it for me. Bye.